So I've been promising you a flick through of our air fryer cookbook, and I finally sat down. I've had this cookbook for a few weeks now, but we just got back from holiday and I really wanted to give you a quick run through of everything that's in it. So as you know, it's called the Complete Air Fryer Cookbook, and it's got 140 super easy everyday recipes and techniques. I say techniques because it's like we're teaching you a master recipe and then we're giving you lots of different varieties of how you can cook with that ingredient that you've just learned. So it's like you're learning techniques for the air fryer. And then, as you can see from the back of the cookbook, we also have step-by-step photos in there, which is absolutely brilliant for when you're learning how to use the air fryer. And of course, we've got a nice mix of things going on, like that's our veggie burgers, that's my aunt's quiche, redone for the air fryer, that's chicken wings, of course, and there's just so much to choose from in this air fryer cookbook, and it's brilliant for when you're first getting started with the air fryer. So let's have a flick through, shall we? So let's start from the back. If you check out the thank you, we've got a lovely thank you to you all. Oh, blueberries. Self-sourcing desserts for our Aussies. And this is the cherry pie and the pumpkin pie. We photoed that in the studio and it was absolutely delicious. And the cherry pie is dedicated to the wonderful Dick Baker. And then Victoria sponge, chocolate cake. Oh, step-by-step instructions. I've talked about these. We've got them throughout the cookbook. And then, of course, pizza, bread rolls. And this is the step-by-step instructions for doing a whole chicken. And, of course, being British and from Yorkshire, we've got good old Yorkshire puddings. And then this is another favourite of mine, beef pot roast. So the classic ingredients that make up a beef pot roast changed into a beef roast dinner. So you've got your carrots, you've got your potatoes, and you've got the beef. It's just absolutely delicious for doing a roast dinner in the air fryer. And then, of course, we have the step-by-step instructions to go with it. And it's part of our chapter for learning how to do a roast dinner, where we teach you several of them. And then, of course, we're in the veggies category. We've got some delicious veggie recipes for you. Many of them in low in calories. And again, step-by-step photos, butternut squash. But we're going to show you how to remaster that for other veggies. And then, of course, a flick through the potatoes category. Oops, I missed a good one there to show you. And that is our quick dipping sauces. Because we have international readers, we didn't want to just have ranch dressing and things that aren't available to you. So we've got two great sauces that you can make yourself from ingredients that are available everywhere. Step-by-step instructions on how to make chips in the air fryer, or do you call them air fryer French fries? Totally depends where you're from. And we've got lots of great tips to get you going there with learning how to do the air fryer potatoes. So potatoes in the air fryer is why most people buy them. And we've got some brilliant vegetarian and vegan recipes as well. That's my favourite: veggie burgers, lasagna, halloumi fajitas. Now, if you're on a budget, these are absolutely brilliant because they're made with halloumi from Aldi, mixed peppers, or you might call them bell peppers or capsicums from Aldi as well. So it's very, very simple and cheap to prepare. And halloumi is one of the nicest foods that you can cook in the air fryer. You don't have to be a vegetarian to enjoy them. They are just absolutely delicious. And then, of course, we've got a Cobb salad, step-by-step for tofu. And then we've got a beautiful fish chapter as well. You can cook your tuna and your eggs and your potatoes and green beans at the same time in the air fryer to make a beautiful tuna salad. Salmon all in one bowls. Oh, and then let's talk about a lot of people's favourite, Friday night fish and chips in the air fryer. I'll let you in on a secret. This was the last one that we photoed at the end of our photo shoot when we were creating this cookbook. I mean, oh, look at them. Don't they look fantastic? And it's just a wonderful thing the way you can bread fish in the air fryer. My grandfather's fish cakes, whole fish, salmon, and then of course, talking about variations, basic mince or ground beef recipe, depending what you call it, and then how you can change it into so many different dishes. It's just unbelievable. And then of course I have my late uncle's meatloaf and cheeseburgers, hot dogs, pork chops, lamb steaks, steak and chips. And it's just full to bursting with food you would cook all the time, or that's your basic air fryer food that you want to learn about. Forget dinner party food. This is the basics. Southern fried chicken, step by step, full of information. Chicken wings. So those are the sticky barbecue chicken wings. And then we have so much more here in the chicken category. Even showing you how to do the basic chicken breast, how to season it well, so that if you just want some chicken breast in the air fryer for dinner, you've got it covered. And then whole chicken. Step by step on a whole chicken. And then of course, rainbow brunch bowl, which is one of our favourites, full English breakfast. And now we're towards the beginning of the cookbook. Now, what's really interesting here is that we've also got a frozen section. So when you're starting with the air fryer and you don't know what you're doing, you've got frozen fish and chips. You've got frozen wings. You've got frozen chips, and it's just a brilliant starting point. And if you are new to the air fryer, we're starting the cookbook with learning the basics, getting to know your air fryer tips, using oil, air fryer accessories, and understanding the temperature of your air fryer, which is a really big deal. So isn't that brilliant for a beginner's guide to using the air fryer? It's 224 pages. It's brilliant for air fryer beginners. It'll really get you into using your air fryer rather than just leaving it sat there in the cupboard. And don't forget to head over to recipethis.com and pre-order yourself a copy today.